Okay everybody, this is Mr. Duty and I'm here to give you a video tutorial on how to do our first project in Adobe Premiere, which are 5 facts about City High. So the first thing I want you to do is open up your Intro to Premiere project that we worked on last week. I've already opened mine up here and you can see that I have my different tabs here for the different days of the week that we practiced. The color mats on day 1, putting some text on the screen at day 2, we put some music in there, did some transitions, all the practice we did for the first 5 days. What I want you to do first is create a new sequence. So to do that, we already made these folders up here, so we're going to click on one of the folders called Sequences, and we're going to say File, New, and there it is, Sequence. And these are all the sequence presets that will never change for us. You can see here that the frame size is 720 by 480. We're going to stick with that for our project, and you're going to name this sequence what the name of the project is, which is 5 Facts About City High. And go ahead and hit OK on there and you have a brand new timeline. You can see the name of the sequence here, and we're going to do it inside of our already created project Intro to Premiere, because a lot of the titles and pictures that you use while we practiced will be used for this project. So the very first thing I'd like you to do before you get started at all is I want you to create a color mat in the background. So the color mat's what we did on day 1 of last week. You see here you have some video. I have blue, red, yellow. What I want you to do is create a white color mat. So we're going to right click. Actually, we're going to click on it and say File, New. And if you look down here, there is Color Mat. So what we want to do is we want to start our video 720 by 480. That's fine. We want to start our video with white video in the background. So we're going to slide the color picker all the way down here to white. And you're going to hit OK. You're going to name it white. And because I have the color mats folder chosen, it's going to go right inside of that folder, and there it is, white. Let's drag that to the timeline. You want to drag it to video 1 on the timeline. You want to make sure it goes all the way to the very beginning of the video at 0 seconds. When I let go, because my red playhead is at 0 seconds, the program window has the white video on there. So that is 5 seconds of white. You can see that because there's the 5 seconds there. What I want to do is I want to make that 8 seconds. So the directions tell you to make 8 seconds of white video. We're going to right click on the white, and you can see it says Speed Duration. We're going to choose the duration, and right here it's automatically 5 seconds. By default it's 5 seconds. I'm going to change that to 8 seconds. So to change that, we just type in 800. You don't have to put any colons or anything. And when you hit OK, you'll see the white chunk of video get a little bit bigger. There it is. And now you can see over here that it's 8 seconds long. The next thing I want you to do is create a title over the white video. So you want to make sure that the red playhead is over the white, and we are going to make a new title. So what I do is I go in the Titles folder, I say File, New, and there you can see just above the color mat, a few above there, is the word title. I'm going to choose that, and we can call this Intro. And what you name it is up to you because you're the only one that's going to see that. But I'm going to call it Intro and hit OK, and now we are in our titling screen. This is where you're going to use your creativity and choose the right font size and font color to have your full name and the title of the project. So I'm going to go to my type tool here, the T. I'll click anywhere on the screen, and before I start typing, I want you to change the color of the text, because the white background, and right here you can see it's white text, white on white. It'll be hard to see, so I'm just going to click on that, and for right now I'm going to change it to the opposite of white. I'm going to change it to black, and I'm going to type my name. If I wanted to move that name anywhere, I would go to the Selection tool, shortcut V, and I can move it wherever I want. Remember, you want to stay inside of the smallest box if possible. If it does go over a little bit, you definitely want to stay inside this outside box. So you put your name, and then you're going to put the title of the project, which is 5 Facts About City High. Notice I hit enter after the word about because I didn't want it to go off the screen, and I like the size of the text, so I hit enter after about, so it went down to the next line. Now I like everything centered in video, so I'm going to go to the center setting up here, click on that. Everything looks nice and centered. I'd like you guys to change some of the title properties in here. I'm going to do it kind of quickly. I'm just going to go to the title properties. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to check the shadow box so it gives it a shadow, and because I want to give it a little bit of style, I'm going to click on the color of the shadow and make the drop shadow red. Now hopefully you do a little more than what I'm doing. You could tilt your name. You can give your name a shadow as well. Whenever you feel like you're done, you could put the word presents under here. Mr. Duty. As long as it has your name and the title of the project, I'm happy with that. So when you feel like you're done, you X out of the title. So before we X out, I want you to be aware that there, right here in my titles folder, is my intro text. It's already in there saved because we named it before we started typing. So when you close out of it, there's nothing on the timeline, but it is here in the project bin, and this is when you drag it down to the timeline, and you'll see that, you'll notice that if I zoom in by hitting plus a few times, the white background is 8 seconds and the title is 5. So what you want to do is you want to put it somewhere in the middle there. It doesn't have to be perfect, because what I want to do is I want it to start with just white video, and then at around 1 or 2 seconds the name of your project and the title that you just created will show up. That looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to go to my effects bin over here and I'm going to go to video transitions. When I open up video transitions, you can see all different sorts of transitions I could choose from. You can choose whatever one you want. I'm going to open up the dissolve folder and put a cross dissolve at the beginning. So just drag it over and put it at the beginning of my title and at the end. So it'll give an effect that looks something like this. It fades up, it stays on the screen for 5 seconds, and it fades down. That's how you start your project. I'm going to end this first tutorial now, and the next tutorial I'm going to make, I'm going to do a refresher course on how to bring images into your project, how to resize them, and how to put text over those. Thanks.